Hi, I'm Reva with Quality Sewing and Vacuum, and I'm really excited to share with you this new table from Sew Steady for the Bernina series. Now, I know that your machine came with an extension table and it's fabulous, but look, this is much bigger. But look at what else it will do. So, let's talk about doing quilting. I'm going to do free motion quilting, and you know with the BSR, it will slow down or speed up depending on how quick or how slow you move your hands. But the challenge is when you have the BSR on, you can't do ruler work or use other free motion feet. Ta-da! The new table from Sew Steady. This mounts the BSR from underneath so it still reads the fabric, but you can use whatever you want for a foot, even a ruler work foot. So if you want to make perfectly straight lines, go for it. You can make perfectly straight lines. If you want to make feathers or other type of curved items, stars, clamshells, whatever you want, Westerly has a ruler for that. So let's take a look at this real quick. The beauty of the BSR is that you get, of course, perfectly even stitching, whether you're going curved, straight, whatever you're doing. It's the speed at which you move your hands that makes that happen. And the ability to use a ruler with your machine is fabulous. So now that you get the idea of what it does, let's talk a little bit about how this whole thing works. First of all, when you have your BSR plugged into your machine, can you see the little pigtail here? It plugs into the back of your machine. And obviously my little pigtail's not long enough to reach there. So with this table, there is an extension cable that is uniquely suited to work with the BSR and the machine, and it comes with this table. It's not just any old cord, so don't think you can just get any old cord and it'll work. But this will plug into the back, and then the kit comes with mounting pieces so you can mount it on the machine so the cord does not get in your way. Okay, then the table comes with a wonderful accessory drawer that just slides right in here, and I'm going to take it out because I want to show you how to put the BSR on here. Okay, let's turn it upside down and we can really see it. So I'm going to flip this guy over, and you can see there's just this little screw right here that we put in through the sewing part of the foot, and let me see if I can just get that moving. The reason why I think it's good to turn it upside down to put it on is because I don't know about you, but it's kind of hard to see where that goes. So let me get that off, and it's easier to, in my mind, to put a screw in and let gravity help hold it in, and then you can screw it in. So now that you've seen that, I'm going to take this out and I'm going to turn it right side back up again so you can see how it goes on. All right. So there's two pieces to make the screw work. Okay, you have the nut piece, and then you have the screw. So I found it easier for me, and also to fit in here, is to use the screw part. You could probably put either one, whichever direction you want. This is a little bit big to fit down in there, so that's why I use this one. So you're going to take this piece, one of them, and here's what the BSR looks like normally. Okay, so you're going to stick that up through the bottom of the foot, and then you're going to take one of the little white washers that comes in the set and pop that on. Now, in the video that you'll find in the instructions, a link to, they put on 3 of these, but that was a prototype table, and I found that was way too high. The way this table is, 1 seems to work perfectly fine, but you do get 3 in your kit. Okay, so now that I have that on there, okay, you have the chubby one with 1 washer, and it will stay in place. So I reach down here and see, I'm going to put him up through there and flip him over. So he's basically going to be upside down but resting on that little ledge right there. So just up and over, and then we're going to take that screw and just put it in on the underside. Now this is why I said it might be easier to go ahead and move the table out of the way so you can see what you're doing, but once you get the hang of it, you're probably going to be fine. Then you're going to take that cable, you plug one into the back of the machine into the spot where the BSR would normally attach, and then the other end of the cord you plug into the BSR itself. And the machine will recognize that the BSR is on. You heard it calibrate there. So I'm going to move this into place. Now, one thing to remember is that the BSR does use a laser to find and read the fabric. So don't look down upon this when you have your foot on the foot pedal, because you don't want to injure your eyes, okay? So just bear that in mind. Now, another thing that I find very, very useful, it's very useful when I'm doing free motion, is a glider sheet. And this is the BSR glider. And so you peel off this backing material, and that is a dust cover. So when you're storing it, put that back on. And then this slides into here, and you can see it has two holes. One is for the needle and one is for the BSR. And I'm going to slide it over. I think I got it okay, but I am going to just move it over just a smidge. There we go. So now I have that, and this creates a very slick surface that's doesn't have the static cling or the grip that your regular table does. Oh, another word is if you have a So Steady table like this, they make a polish that actually will help the rest of this become really slick. Okay, so now we can freely move, which this will even be easier than the last time I was showing you, because now I have the glider on, so now it's very free to move. And even with your ruler work, you're able to do whatever it is that you want to do, whether you're doing stitch in the ditch or you're making designs. You're going to get just absolutely perfect stitching. So if you have a Bernina and you have a BSR and you love to quilt, or maybe you find it challenging, make it easy on yourself. Use the BSR and use your rulers. So with the new Westerly table, you can use rulers and your BSR.